Coming up tonight, the health minister acknowledging the frustration of healthcare workers across the country, issuing an update today that overtime pay is now being processed. Plus, the Parliamentary Registration Department is kicking off its door-to-door verification process. We'll tell you what to look for and what to expect when representative knocks on your door. And later, one resident is calling for action in his community. This after he and another neighbor were attacked by several pit bulls. We've got the details for these stories and so much more as Our News Weekend starts now. This is Our News Weekend. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Megan Shepard. 325 women from across the Bahamas have successfully passed through the U.S. Department of State's Academy for Women Entrepreneurs since its launch in 2019. And finally, 21 women from Eleuthera were added to the program's alumni. Our Danielle Miller is on island and has a recap of that graduation and cohort's pitch competition.
The Academy for Women Entrepreneurs, in partnership with the One Eleuthera Foundation, has launched their first cohort of 21 women, giving them the tools needed to take their business to the next level.
Better known as OUR, it's the U.S. Department of State's initiative designed to empower female entrepreneurs. For 20 weeks, the cohort was trained on various topics, including building a brand, customer identification, and financial management. And on Thursday evening, the program's journey concluded with an official graduation ceremony and business pitch competition at Workers' House in Governor's Harbor. The U.S. Embassy's Chargé d'Affaires, Kimberly Furnish, One Eleuthera and Center for Training and Innovation President, Kieran Smith, community leaders, and special guests, all in attendance to witness the moment. The hall erupting with support from family and friends as the ladies crossed the floor. Out of the 21 graduates, 7 met the criteria to participate in the pitch competition. Historically, the program awards only one winner with a $5,000 grant. But this year, thanks to the partnership between OUR and the One Eleuthera Foundation, 2 women were able to receive grants. Founder of TST Eleuthera, Bakira Taylor, and founder of 5 Star Concierge. TST Eleuthera is an entrepreneur village market, and 5 Star Concierge is an island directory for local service providers. During Taylor's pitch, she confessed to the audience she recently left her job to fully commit to her business.
Was it a decision that scared you in the beginning?
No, it didn't scare me because it's been a long time coming.
McCartney says she came up with her business plan working in the tourism industry, turning her knowledge into profits.
After organic interactions with the guests and realizing that a lot of the things that they were asking me for were things that I was already doing anyway, and it was things that I could help, and realizing that there is a market for what I was doing for free.
CEO of One Eleuthera Foundation and CTI, Kieran Smith, telling me his faith in local entrepreneurs led to his partnership with OUR.
We believe that Eleuthera needed something like this because we have so much development happening in Eleuthera now, and so what we're trying to do is encourage people to get into entrepreneurship.
Chargé d'Affaires, Kimberly Furnish, adding these entrepreneurs will have an impact both locally and internationally.
Women in business and diversification of business is a huge effort, right? So when the Bahamas thrives, the United States thrives, and it's a beautiful interaction, and so good for everyone, good for entire communities.
Reporting for Our News, I'm Danielle Miller.
Thanks, Danielle. Well, frustration among public sector nurses boiling over this week as many healthcare professionals called out sick 2 days in a row. The healthcare providers upset over delayed payments, promotions, and outstanding overtime. During a press conference yesterday, the union's president described the matter as a lack of respect, saying nurses no longer trust officials. Today, in a voice note, Health Minister Dr. Michael Darville acknowledging their concerns, saying he is a firm believer that once a worker has done overtime hours, they must be paid in a timely manner.
Since my PS and I was notified of this budgetary challenge with overtime pay, my ministry, by way of the Ministry of Finance, made the necessary supplemental funds available to the PHA. The processing of overtime pay is now ongoing, and I understand it will be done in a timely fashion. So as we work together through this sensitive matter, I want to apologize once again for what we encountered. I assure all impacted that new financial and IT measures are now in place, not only for rapid response, but to prevent something from this happening again.
And the saga surrounding outstanding payments to Grand Lucayan employees continues. Our news team obtaining an internal email to employees of the resort titled Outstanding and Current Payroll. The email updating employees that, quote, unfortunately, again, due to circumstances beyond our control, these payrolls will not be paid today. End quote. The email goes on to apologize for the continued delay and hardship and difficulty caused. The email ends assuring employees that a resolution is diligently being worked on and they will be advised as soon as possible when to expect payments. Now, this latest delay comes just days after Prime Minister Philip Davis, while in Grand Bahama on Tuesday, assured residents that employees were being paid.
No employee from Grand Bahama went out without their salary. They are being paid.
Now, this latest delay marks the 5th week that employees have been claiming of unpaid salaries. The Coalition of Independents continuing their preparations for the upcoming general election. Throughout the week, party officials announced that several of their ratified candidates now have a new role, shadow ministers. Leading the way is party leader Lincoln Bain, who will serve as the shadow minister for national security and immigration. Candidate for Mount Moriah, Linda Stubbs, has been named as the shadow minister for culture, while Bain and Grantstown candidate Antonio Bain has been identified as one of 2 shadow sports ministers. Stubbs shared the party's vision on Junkanoo, while Bain shared how sports saved his life.
We are proposing to give the A category group $300,000 each. Wow. Now, what this is going to do is it's going to level the playing field. Why? Because we still have major groups that don't have sponsors. All right? And they are scrapping to get to Bay Street to put on this greatest show on earth. I mean, I think the government ought to be ashamed of themselves.
Our vision is to actually get our youths more empowered inside sports. Because sports saved my life.
Wow.
It saved my life. The late Ray Minus Jr., he came to me and said, "You look like a boxer." I said, nah. But it changed my life because he took me under his wing.
Other shadow ministers announced this past week include Jermaine Higgs and Graham Weatherford, who will both oversee environment and natural resources. Maria Daxon was named the shadow minister for labor and the public service. Stephen McQueen is the COI's foreign affairs shadow minister, and William Knowles II is the shadow minister for finance. COI leader Lincoln Bain says it's time for Bahamians to elect a new generation of leaders for the country.
It's time to put qualified people to run this country. And while those other parties might have some names you know, they are people in parties that have failed us every time in all of these areas. There is no area that they have not failed in.
And with a general election slated to take place sometime this year, the Parliamentary Registration Department kicked off its door-to-door voter verification process this week. They've partnered with the Bahamas National Statistical Institute for the nationwide effort. It's an exercise that's mandated by law and requires scrutineers to be deployed across New Providence, Grand Bahama, and Abaco over the next 8 weeks. BSNI Managing Director Dr. Jimiko Delaveau explains a scrutineer is a trained official whose role is to help ensure that the voter register is accurate and up to date. He says during the door-to-door process, they'll visit communities to ask brief questions to confirm voter information such as names and addresses.
Scrutineers are also required to sign confidentiality agreements within their contracts. Additionally, the server has secure access, and we're making sure that all data that is shared with us from respondents are going to be upheld and protected in the highest standard that is traditionally used and applied here at the Bahamas National Statistical Institute.
Now, scrutineers do not campaign and do not influence votes. Their role is strictly administrative and focused on verification, transparency, and fairness within the electoral process. And as they head to homes across the country, they'll be dressed for easy identification, wearing blue vest marked Parliamentary Registration Department on the back and carrying official identification, lanyards, as well as a tablet and a satchel. Dr. Delaveau is encouraging members of the public to cooperate and work with them as they carry out their duties, saying it's not a lengthy process.
Scrutineer entire exercise should last only about 5 to 10 minutes. They're going to ask a series of simple questions. How many people live in the house? How many people are over the age of 18 that live in the house? And ask for those the names and telephone numbers of those individuals.
The Bahamas hosting a major humanitarian leader this week as the president of the International Federation of Red Cross and Red Cross Crescent Societies arrived in country for high-level discussions on disaster response and climate resilience. Catherine Forbes touched down at Lyndon Pinling International Airport, where she was greeted by local Red Cross officials and government representatives. Her visit comes as small island nations like the Bahamas continue to face increasing threats from stronger hurricanes and climate-related challenges, making preparedness and coordination more critical than ever.
The Bahamas has been the recipient of some very large hurricanes over the last few years. I've known Therese for about 10 years, I think now, and through her presidency, when you address that and the amazing response and cooperation with the government that you were able to do to help the citizens of the Bahamas is truly remarkable and memorable. And one of the things we'll be talking about is how do we continue to help people prepare for and survive the disasters of hurricanes and climate change as we see it. So I'm very much looking forward to that.
During her visit, Forbes is expected to meet with local officials to discuss pressing regional matters, including strengthening emergency response systems and expanding collaboration between humanitarian agencies and government partners. She's also commending the long-standing relationship between the Bahamas Red Cross and government, while emphasizing the importance of building stronger national societies across vulnerable island states.
I did bring my dancing shoes, so I'm very excited about being here for the ball. I've heard wonderful things about it over the years. But the things I'm most excited about, truly, is to meet with the government and have those decisions, how we can continue as auxiliary to the government, strengthen that role, and strengthen how we help the people of the island. And then most importantly, I'm here to thank our volunteers and see the work that they do. Without our 17 million volunteers, there is no Red Cross, Red Crescent Society.
When our news weekend comes back from the break, a man is in fear for his life and his community after he was attacked by several pit bulls. He tells our Joshua Williams action is needed now. Plus, a noted attorney and former deputy chief magistrate launching a series of free legal aid clinics. We'll tell you all about it when our news weekend returns.
Crunch boring lunches and enjoy real food at a real good price with KFC's value deals. For $5.95, you can get a famous bowl and a drink or one-piece chicken box. For max value, grab a value box. That's a piece of our iconic chicken, nuggets, cheesy mashed potato, a biscuit, fries, a dessert biscuit, and soda, all for just $9.95. KFC knows value, and it's finger-licking good.
Welcome to Paradise Games, where exceptional service meets the ultimate gaming experience. Our dedicated team is here to make every visit a win.
Now this is paradise.
This is more than just a place to play.
Now this is paradise.
It's where excitement meets world-class service.
Now this is paradise.
Now this is paradise.
Come, experience it for yourself. Now this is paradise.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it?
You haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
A man says he feared for his life after being attacked by several pit bulls while riding his bike through the neighborhood he calls home. With other pedestrians, especially small children, frequently passing through the area, he tells our Joshua Williams something needs to be done. He says he was able to get away this time, but worries someone else may not be so lucky.
A resident tells me he and his neighbors are living in fear because of dangerous dogs on the loose. Arthur Wilson says he's lived along Cameron Street just off of Market Street for years, but he says he doesn't feel safe anymore. He tells me he's constantly at risk of being attacked by wild pit bulls that roam the area, and he says that fear recently became reality.
And I lost my balance this time. They circled me again. I lost my balance on the bike. Just how I fall off the bike, this little black female pit bull jumped on my chest, going at my throat. A brown and white one grabbed my foot, my ankle, and started to pull my ankle, and these other two are coming to my side.
The incident left Wilson with bite marks around his ankle. Another neighbor also showed me bite marks and bruising on his heel, claiming he was attacked recently.
When I went to the station, right, they gave me a form to go to the hostel. I went there, I dealt with that. I went Central, they gave me my report, take my report, and told me they'll be by me later. They'll give me a call when they come in. Now, they never came.
When we walked closer to the yard, we spotted the dogs resting in the shade. But once they noticed us, they began barking, a clear warning to stay away. Wilson is placing the blame on his neighbors, but that resident tells me he does not own the dogs. Now Butler says he's hoping authorities step in before someone else gets hurt.
I have 2 dogs in my yard, and the 2 of them tied on. You hear me? The dogs, we have some strayway dogs around here, and all they have to do, if they call a human society for them, they can get them.
With no help in sight, Wilson says he's now prepared to press charges. Reporting for Our News, I'm Joshua Williams.
All right, thanks for that, Josh. A former Deputy Chief Magistrate, Attorney Rengen Johnson, is taking her proceedings to the Raven Mall. Starting today, Johnson will be offering a free legal aid clinic to the public every last Saturday of the month from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
There's no monies required by me, but I will helping them to understand our laws of our country, as well as the judicial system, how it works, and also to help them with some of the documents that may have to fill out to go to the magistrate court, to go to the Supreme Court, etc. Is basically giving them free time, and also do it with a goodwill that I will make a difference for our people, and make a difference and give them the opportunity to do certain things because they do not have the money to spend or they do not understand. So I see it as a very positive service, and I do it with pleasure.
With a long history in the judicial system that spans across the country, Johnson says this is just another avenue to continue giving back.
Throughout the country, all the family islands, I was acting as the circuit justice to give enough for persons to have the opportunity to deal with their problems in their own family islands rather than going for everything to Nassau. Further, I walked to East End and also West End with a very friend of mine. She's deceased. She was the nurse, and I was the person who was helping them with their matters relating to judicial matters.
Still to come on Our News Weekend, your next caffeine fix in the West just got a bit closer. Starbucks Bahamas opening their newest location at Windsor. We've got the details, but first.
Bahamians learn to swim, and a very big man has a very big game. We're going to find out who next on our Sports Weekend.
Hello. What do I have in my biggie bag? Fries, nuggets, a chicken sandwich, A apple pie, a free apple pie. It also comes with a drink. You know what? A biggie bag a day keeps the hunger away.
For a limited time only, get a free apple pie with the purchase of the Biggie Bag.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
From 2017, one show has set the standard for current affairs in the Bahamas, and that's On the Record, one of the longest running current affairs shows on our TV. We've been the place where newsmakers come to talk. We've sat down with leaders in government, industry leaders, cultural icons, and international experts. From breaking news to in-depth analysis, our conversation sets the tone for the nation. We've tackled the biggest issues on the planet, held leaders accountable, and given voice to the people. From politics to culture, business to environment, no topic is off limits. Join us every Thursday at 8 p.m. and again on Sunday at 8 p.m. Catch us streaming live on Facebook or catch up with your favorite episode on our YouTube channel. 9 seasons strong, and we're just getting started. This is On the Record.
Good evening, welcome to Our Sports Weekend. I'm Tej Adderley. The Let's Swim Bahamas program has been teaching Bahamians to swim for 18 years. This week, they released their interim report for 2025-26. The program, which was founded in 2008, aims to teach Bahamian children how to swim. It has training sessions at the Betty Kelly Kenning Aquatic Center, the University of the Bahamas, and St. Andrews International School. They have reported a few developments in the first half of their year. The program donated record boards to the BKK, celebrating the accomplishments of Bahamian swimmers. It also reported big success at Eva Hilton Primary, which has a 75% participation rate in the program. In addition to teaching young students, the program also has Saturday sessions where adults learn to swim as well. The report also shouted out the coaches and sponsors who make everything happen. And now we're going to head over to the court where DeAndre Ayton had one of his best games for the Purple and Gold. The big man from New Providence had a monster game to help the LA Lakers get a 142-111 win over the Washington Wizards. He had 28 points, one off-his season high of 29 back in November, along with 13 rebounds, 3 assists, and he controlled the paint to the tune of 3 blocks. Luka Doncic had a triple-double with 37 points, 11 rebounds, and 13 assists, and LeBron James chipped in 20 points. Buddy Hield had 10 off the bench in Golden State's 131-124 loss to the Detroit Pistons. And in college, Coach Orlett McEwen and his 17th-ranked University of Mississippi Rebels logged the big 83-75 upset over Vanderbilt. Cody McMahon led the team with 27 points. And Coach O's former player Rima Collins led Florida International University to a 74-61 win over Liberty. The Conference USA's leading scorer and rebounder matches season averages, scoring 19 points and grabbing 11 rebounds in the win. Another Bahamian, Danica Lightburn, came off the bench for 7 points in 22 minutes for FIU. And VJ Edgecombe and the Sixers are on the court right now while Klay Thompson and the Mavericks are getting ready to go within the next hour. We're going to talk about it tomorrow evening. Until then, I'm Tej Adderley, and this is Our Sports Weekend. I'll see you again tomorrow night.
Thanks so much, Tej. On the other side of this break, winter lovers rejoice. The temperatures are dropping. Meteorologist Ian McKinsey is up next, and he'll tell you exactly what to expect. Stick with us.
Oh, isn't that nice? Wait, you missed it? Ah, you haven't been on the website. Here's how TDC can help you. Whether you're turning your home into a vacation rental, pitching a business idea, or growing what you've already started, the TDC is here to help. Visit tdcbahamas.com for every conversation, event, grant, and opportunity happening near you. Tourism is all of our business, and the TDC is here to support yours.
This is the Ride on the Weekend with my grandma.
to this place, Burger King Nassau, where Grandma enjoyed her favorite flame grilled Whopper with fresh veggies, flame grilled beef just the way she likes it. And then I enjoyed my cheeseburger kids meal with a special treat.
And now, all grown up, I get to enjoy Burger King with these people, my friends, enjoying the same classic flame grilled Whopper. Let's just say, we know flame grilled tastes better.
Too many suffer in silence, but silence only protects the abuser. Your feelings are real. Your safety matters. It's time to break the silence. If someone is hurting you, speak up. We will listen. We will help. I am Police Constable 4286 Sinead Douglas of the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Let us build safer communities together.
Welcome back, everyone. This is our news weekend edition, and this is your weekend forecast. A cold, cold one, folks. 71 on the outside, partly cloudy skies. We have that westerly wind, meaning that that front is coming through our area at this time. 15 miles per hour feels like at 71. Across the country at this time, we have 63 in Freeport, 68 in Marsh Harbor, 65 in Allenstown, 69 in Nicholstown, 70 in Great Albuquerque, 71 in the capital, 72 in Governor's Harbor. Central Bahamas, 71s continuing in Kemps Bay as well as Arthurstown, Kidd Island, 73s in Black Point and Coburn Towns in Salvador, pair of 74s in Georgetown and Port Nelson, Rumkey, 75 in Deadman's Key, Long Island. Southeast Bahamas, we have 76s in Duncantown, 77s in Colonel Hill and Delectable Bay, 79 in Providenciales, 80 in Abrahams Bay, and 81 in Matthewtown in Agua. Satellite and radar composite at this time. Active frontal system pushing through the northwest Bahamas as we speak. Behind that system, we expect bone-chilling temperatures way below average. So folks, please be guided accordingly. We speak more to that on an extended weather forecast. Here we can see that low pressure system just off the coast of North Carolina. That is responsible for pushing that front, that very cold front through us, which is responsible also for dumping a lot of snow across portions of the Carolinas and even portions of Georgia. Taking a look now at our boating forecast, which is not advised over the next 2 days. In the northwest and central Bahamas, there is a gale warning, dangerous rip currents as well, winds west to northwest 25 to 35 knots and higher gusts. Tonight through Sunday and even into Monday as well, we still expect those breezy and rough marine conditions. Seas 9 to 14 feet in those northwesterly swells. Low tide at 12:41 a.m. tomorrow morning, high tide at 7:06 a.m. Southeast Bahamas, there is a gale watch in effect and there is a high risk of rip currents again. We're asking you boaters to remain in port. Beachgoers onshore, winds west to northwest at 15 to 25, getting higher once that front pushes through that area. Seas will be running 5 to 8, but up to 10 feet in those northerly swells. Here's a look now at your national forecast. In your extended forecast, that front will be pushing through the northwest Bahamas tonight. Breezy conditions through tomorrow. Bone-chilling temperatures. Yes, 57 is the daytime high. It will gradually increase by about midweek. So folks, please dress warm, comfortably, stay out of the waters. Temperatures gradually climbing back into normal averages around midweek, and then we have another frontal system that should push through our area Thursday, Friday, reinforcing the cool air into next weekend. That's a wrap in the evening forecast. Make it a great, safe, fun night, everyone.
Thanks so much, Ian. Not looking forward to those temperatures, but coffee lovers in the West, you no longer have to drive far to get your warm Starbucks fix. A brand new store opening its doors at Windsor recently with hopes of bringing their classic taste to a new demographic. Food and Beverage Operations Manager for John Bull Group of Companies, Dion Miller, says they had plans to move out west for years, and now the dream finally becoming a reality.
This is our first forte into the deep west, as we call it. Persons have been clamoring for years for us to expand, and we have done that. This would be our 16th store on island. Of course, this year is our 20th anniversary, so we've been on island in the country for 20 years. And so we're really excited about this. It's a state-of-the-art store.
The store features a spacious area with comfortable seating packed with all of your favorite drinks and food. And according to partner resources and learning specialist Keanu Saunders, in addition to the construction workers, the store employs dozens of Bahamians, providing much-needed jobs and a boost to the economy.
We do a lot of work into developing them to be the best that they can be. We believe that our partner promise is to be a bridge to a better future. And so that better future doesn't mean that, ultimately they are going to spend all of their lives here. But while they are here with us, they develop and become the best version of themselves, whatever that may be.
And with that, we thank you so much for joining us for our News Weekend. On behalf of the entire team, I'm Megan Shepherd. Have a safe and wonderful evening. Hey guys, Megan Shepherd here. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to see more content like this. Just click right over here. And don't forget to turn on your notifications so you stay up to date with content like this from the team you already trust.